Hello, welcome to Divine Source Connections, Full Moon in Aries, Part 2 of a 3-part series. This is Air Elements reading for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the full moon on October 9th, and it will go through October 25th, the new moon. It will be the new moon in Scorpio. The first part 1 of this 3-part series, I did a Moonology reading. We did the wild animal spirit. You have the beaver, the camel, the otter. In your mystical shaman oracles, the earth, the spiral, the hummingbird. If you'd like a recap of that portion, you'll have to go and revisit part 1. It'll have the Moonology reading, the animal spirit, and the mystical shaman oracle. Today's reading is an extension of part 1. I'm going to briefly go over the Moonology reading and then go into the Moonology manifestation oracles. And as soon as we're finished with those, we'll move right into the Law of Attraction oracle readings, which includes Asking It Is Given, Getting into the Vortex, the Law of Attraction, Well-Being, the Law of Attraction in Health, and the Law of Attraction in Money. So go ahead and get situated, and let's relax and get started. I'll first go over a brief description of the Moonology and then go into the Moonology manifestation. So kind of a recap. So something that you need to release in part 1, the gibbous moon. And the gibbous moon, by the way, is also all about releasing old energies that do not serve you. So it's very appropriate for that position. The first card represents what you need to release, the gibbous moon. It says you're very close to achieving your goals. Pulling this card suggests that you're bulging with possibilities, that it's coming to a peak. You're reminded that some adjustments may be required if you want to get what you're after, and that you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there's a sense that the situation is a bit tense, so do not push hard. Attune to the moon. Know that you're on the right track. Now is the time to review your plans and stay focused. You're also going to see a theme in this reading. You're going to hear that you're on the right track. You're going to hear that a reoccurring theme in other cards as I go through this reading, and also the reoccurring theme of take action, new moon in Aquarius, because also down here in your new moon, and you also have new moon in Aquarius again. Go for it. So it's all about taking action, and that's in the present moment. So we'll get to that. We'll go into the second card. The second card, Full Moon in Aries, is trying to... this is what the Full Moon in Aries is trying to illuminate for you at this time. The New Moon in Aries, it's time to take action. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons, and you're on the right track. See, again, you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superb positive sign. If there's something that you want to happen in your life, this card is a big yes from the universe. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for. But the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavor you're asking about. The caution is don't go too fast. Don't lose your manners. And as you move ahead, move ahead, enjoy. Move ahead, enjoy. And the third card, near future trends, possible near future manifestations based on your current vibrational transmission and the momentum of thoughts you've been thinking. This third card represents near future trends. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the big picture. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Framing over minutia can be counterproductive. Fretting over anything unwanted is counterproductive. Focus only on wanted. You need to step back and look at the big picture. What do you see then about your current situation? This card is a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Attuned to the moon, take time out for a mini break or an adventure. Additional meanings for this card could be the situation that you're asking about has come about maybe because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overly confident. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is a good time to do that. Okay, now that we've recapped your Moonology reading, we're going to go right into the manifestation. Moonology manifestation. This first card represents this now moment. Okay? It says, new moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. Okay, open up to change. Big changes are forecast, but you need to let events unfold as they, with as little steering as possible from you. You have to allow and not control. You have to enter a state of allowing. You have to be satisfied with where you are. You have to have expectation on what's to come. And stay present. If you know you've been a little too emotional about someone or something, this card offers you the chance to cool things down. A rational, even slightly aloof assessment of your current circumstances is called for. Allow for things to develop. Try to think of your situation from a different angle. If the way you're seeing your situation doesn't feel good, well then, you're not seeing through the eyes of Source. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Maybe look on the other end of the stick. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to friends, networks, a wish come true, science, tech, or online dating. Manifested mindset. Be yourself. Independence doesn't mean loneliness. A group of people rather than one person may be the ones to help you. Whatever that means to you. And as we go through these cards here, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, none of this is set in stone. None of it. It's based on the thoughts you've been thinking, the momentum you have. Where have you been spending your airtime? What have you been manifesting? Well, let's find out. New moon in Aries. Now that's a repeat from this present moment. This present moment, you see. Here we are. Here we are right now. Go for it. This card heralds good news. Opportunities abound, and an outlook is positive. Go through the doors that are open for you. There's every reason to believe that you'll create what you want. Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm and expect your desires to be satisfied. Ooh, I just spoke that. Satisfied. Expect. I just spoke that. Which of this is confirmation that what I spoke was true? Chase your dreams with childlike enthusiasm. That's without doubt, without resistance. Do take action. This is crucial. Chase your goal, believing in divine timing, in love. Make the first move if you dare. Financially, be proactive. Manifesting focus for this card. This card is an especially good sign if you need more courage or determination, or if you're chasing someone or something. Be driven, determined, take action, ditch faintedness. Okay, let's move into 2 weeks from now. Time to take a breather. Time to take a breather. Sometimes situations start with much promise, then get fatigued or fizzle out. This is normal. If a situation is dragging on and everyone is becoming far too sensitive, it might be time to take a breather. Is this still what you want? Ask yourself. If a situation is slipping away from you, it could be due to self-doubt or because too many people are trying to get their own way. If you're struggling to find a balance with a VIP in your life or a personal or professional connection, it may be time to show your feelings. There could be a clash here caused by everyone wanting to be the leader. It's time to give the situation some air. It's 2 weeks from now. You need to stop and revive. Emotional fatigue, as dangerous as dangerous as physical fatigue. If it becomes long term, it can cause dis-ease in the body. See, the beauty in life is to refresh your heart. To go back to love, the baseline, love, refresh, is to realign with truth, to refresh, to realign with peace. Love is all there is. And I'm love. The last card of this Moonology Manifestation Oracle, I know I mentioned it in the last video when I did the Moonology reading with Yasmin Boland. This is also her deck. It's a Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. That's the deck I'm reading from now. Absolutely gorgeous cards. Gorgeous, all of them. Yasmin Boland. And just as with all the other cards that I feature on my channel, you can find a link below, and it will send you directly to my little shop. It's a link to the Amazon store. You'll get the same low prices you get on Amazon. I'll just get a small commission for referring you. Three weeks from now. Work through your feelings. Last quarter moon in Aries. This reading is for full moon in Aries, October 9th through October 25th to the new moon in Scorpio. This reading is for air element, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The next portion of the reading is going to be the law of attraction, and it'll be more of a general reading. Anyone can benefit. Anyone. Last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. Someone has had their feelings hurt. Maybe it's you. Deal with upset, especially if it's on the home front. Take steps to make sure no one is feeling like they've been emotionally run over. If you feel like your feelings have been trampled on, it's time to work through them and clear them. Relationships, especially with family or people you live with, are extra charged at this time. If someone is riding roughshod over your feelings, don't sulk. When someone upsets you, it's easy to wear your feelings on your sleeve like a badge. But that's merely just perpetuates the situation. If you become the vibration of a hurt self, you'll attract more hurtful experiences into your existence. So has a lot to do with getting in touch with your feelings. letting you know you're on the right track, that it's time to take action. I'm going to move right into the law of attraction portion of this. I'm going to start out with Asking It Is Given. This deck is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is a 60-card deck. She also has a 30-card deck. So you want to know why you haven't been receiving what you've been wanting? Well, I'll tell you. About to tell you. Why haven't you been receiving what you've been wanting? You're always receiving. You're always receiving. The question is what you're receiving wanted? Or is it unwanted? What's this? Pick. Why haven't you been receiving what you've been wanting? Well, it says, I am a vibrational transmitter and receiver. I'm a vibrational transmitter and a receiver. In every moment that you are broadcasting a specific vibrational signal that is instantly being understood and answered, and immediately your present and future circumstances begin to change in response to the signal you are projecting. The entire universe right now is being affected by what you are offering. So the question was, why are you not receiving what you've been asking or wanted? You're always receiving what you're asking for. That wasn't the question. The question was, why are you not receiving wanted? And the answer is because of your vibrational transmission. If you're receiving unwanted, it's because that's what you're focused your attention on. You're becoming the vibration of something unwanted, and that's why you keep getting more of that. So if you want to receive something wanted, you have to tune your tuner to wanted and become the vibration of that. What if Source were standing in my physical shoes? It just so happens that Source is standing in your physical shoes. It is not your job to make something happen. Right. Your work is to simply determine what it is that you want. To ask. Ask and it is given. Right? It's not your job to make something happen. No, you don't have to make it happen. That's the old way of doing things. That's efforting. That's hard work. Your work is to simply determine what you want. Right? If we were standing in your physical shoes, our attention would be upon bringing ourselves into alignment with the desires and preferences that we have launched. We would consciously feel our way into alignment. It's our dreams. It's following our dreams, our bliss, our joy, Source is in your physical shoes. I must be selfish enough to align with well-being. That is so true. If you do not align with source, if you do not align with joy, how about that? If you do not align with joy, you don't have anything to give anyone else. If you're walking around miserable, you don't have anything to give to anyone else. The only time you have really anything of value to give to someone is if you are in your state of joy. The next portion is getting into the vortex. Now I'm going to help teach you how you can get closer, how you can get better, at manifesting wanted things. The gorgeous cards. I'm actually going to do a video on each and every single one of these decks and go through every single card and help explain them. So if you're interested in that, you'll be able to find those on my YouTube channel. Here, by expecting their success, I can help others improve. By expecting their success, I can help others improve. You can never get sick enough to help sick people. You can never get poor enough to help poor people. Do you know that? The only way you can help anyone is by helping yourself. You never help others when you allow yourself to be surrounded a sounding board for their complaints. Seeing them as you know that they would want to be seen as being valuable is the best thing that you can do when you see them. When you're able to think about a person and feel good at the same time. When you love others without worry, you're an advantage to them. When you expect others to succeed, it's about expecting the best out of everyone, about expecting the best out of every situation, about how you see a partner, how you see a friend. It's which end of the stick do you activate when it comes to that friendship? When you talk about different people in your life, do you activate the wanted end of that friendship or the unwanted end? Or you might have a friend that might not be well in certain areas of their life. It could be a physical, it could be financial. But rather than activating a subject about that friend or topic that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel good when you activate it, that doesn't feel good when you examine it, that isn't what you would like to manifest more of, you could actually help your friend out by only focusing on their wellness, only activating their perfection, activating areas of their growth that they're only positive, only pointers about your friend pointing towards wanted feelings that you want to invoke. when you talk about that friend, you could have someone in a relationship struggling with something, but rather than activating their struggle, you can activate where they're doing very well, and in doing so, it not only feels good for yourself, but it feels good for your friend. I struggled a little bit to get through that. I did. Another thing, when you're sitting with a group, you might have a friend complaining. You might get with a group of friends complaining, and as your friend complains, you might add a complaint too, or three, and then another friend, and if you sit in a circle and activate each other's problems and talk about it and add to it, you're adding momentum, going in an unwanted direction for all of you. You begin to harmonize a vibrational transmission that is not wanted. And in your attempts to soothe each other, you're actually becoming the vibration of that which you do not want. So that's another way you can look at this. There's several different ways you can look at this. You don't want to be a sounding board for other people's complaints. You become the vibration. Babies are thinking when they are born. Oh, I love this card. Right. Yeah, thinking is very easy. We all think. This is about deliberate thought. This is about conscious thought. Being in control of your conscious thought. Babies can think. So it's what it's really saying is just because you think you can think, really doesn't really say a lot, because all this isn't really about thought anyway. All of this is really about no thought at all, lack of thought, a state of allowing. People often incorrectly assume that since the baby cannot speak, it could not be creating its own reality. But that is not the case. See, Source doesn't hear the words we say. Source, it's the vibration that we are when we think it. That's our asking. So even though you think a baby can't speak, it's still very much in tune with the vibrational whole of who it is, of who it really is. He's not been pulled out of tune. So his tuner is transmitting. And he's got more control over his thoughts as a baby than at the age of 8 or 20. Even though those that do not have the language are not creating through the words, but through their thoughts. Your babies are thinking when they are born, and before they are born, they are vibrationally aware. Their vibrational frequencies are immediately affected by the vibrations that surround them in their birth environment, even before they're brought through the womb, into the world. They can feel their vibrational beings. The vibrational frequencies are immediately affected by the vibrations that surround them in their birth environment, but there is no need to worry about them, for they are like you when they were born, with the emotional guidance system, just like you. But they're more aware of their emotional guidance system than a lot of people are now, as they're grown. My experience is a clear indication of the thoughts I think. My experience is a clear indication of the thoughts I think. You can always know by how you feel and what you're manifesting. That will tell you. That will give you a clear indication of the thoughts you've been thinking. That's getting into the vortex. Law of Attraction, Esther and Jerry Hicks. Hope you're enjoying these. I'm just doing 3 little pulls from each deck. And the next time I do these Law of Attraction readings, they'll just be Law of Attraction readings. I'm not going to do them with the Moonology readings again. I'm not going to mix them together. I'm going to separate them and just have Law of Attraction readings and have the Moonology reading. And probably be the 2 readings I do. I can create castles as easily as buttons. Yes, it's just as easy to create a castle as it is a button. It's only, you probably have a lot more resistance in creating a castle than you would a button, because buttons seem so simple. When you understand the laws, then you understand that it is not more difficult to create a castle than it is a button. They're equal. It is not more difficult to create 10 million than 100,000. It is the same application of the same law of 2 different intentions. Action inspired from aligned thoughts as joyful action. Right. Whatever action you take, no matter what it is you do, for work or for play, always do it from a place of joy. Start in a place of joy first. Start and then. Align and then write a song. Align and then clean your house. Align and then cook a meal. Align and then play a game. My thoughts are in harmony with health. Right. Which means harmony would be around the same vibration. Right? Harmony, health. What else is health? What do you think harmonize with? What about wellness? Wellness. So if you're in line with wellness, it means you're not thinking thoughts of sickness. And you're not thinking thoughts of separation. And you're not thinking thoughts of resentment. And you're not thinking thoughts of revenge. And you're not thinking thoughts of anger. Because if you're thinking any of those thoughts, you're not in vibrational harmony with health. With good health. But now that you know, it is all about well-being, right? It's about our well-being. It's a great lead into the next deck. Really hope you enjoy these. If y'all do, comment below. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Divine Source Connection on YouTube. I don't know how many people have to subscribe. I have to get so many subscribers and likes before they let me monetize. My health and well-being are natural forever. It's natural for you to be well. It's natural. Well-being is your natural state of being. Until you do the thing that you do that makes you unwell. You know that thing that you do that pulls your cork underwater. You can appropriately depart your body without illness or pain. You need not attract illness or pain as an excuse to leave your body. Right? You're perfectly well and reconnect with the whole. You can reconnect with the whole of who you are now without your croaking experience. Right? You don't have to wait for illness or death to align with joy and peace. I inhibit no one. We each create our own reality. That's right. There's enough pie for everybody. There's enough pie for everyone. As you find vibrational harmony with your desires, you are never inhibited or preventing anyone else from living what they are creating. But you are controlling and creating your own reality. That's what we're responsible for. We're responsible for what we create. And we have to live with that. The secret of creating anything desired. Get happy. From a place of happy, anything in your vortex that rhymes with happy fills in your grid. Your grid fills in. Your happy experiences, happy, all your asking, everything in your vortex. Happy, joy, peace, satisfaction, appreciation, gratitude, love. They're all doorways into your vortex. The secret of creating anything desired. Get happy. That's the secret. Get happy. Get happy. We're moving into health. About your health. All Esther and Jerry Hicks. At the bottom of the video, you'll see links. If you're interested in these cards, they're wonderful cards. You get the same low price down below as you would on Amazon. They just give me a little commission. So I would appreciate that. It would help support my channel. Every relationship I establish is eternal. Every relationship I establish is eternal. It is our desire that you come to remember that every relationship is eternal, and that once it has been established, it is part of your vibrational makeup forevermore, and that you're powerful now, where all that you have become converges with all that you are now in this moment becoming. You hold the power to create, and so your observation of a situation, wanted or unwanted, no matter how remote you believe yourself to be, makes you a co-creative partner in the experience. You are creating through your calibration, and you're calibrating normally to what is, to your surroundings, what you're faced with, your daily life. You're calibrating. So if it's a wonderful thing, keep looking at it. If not so much, pivot. Pivot. Look towards your vortex. I can attract relationships that agree with my desires. That's right. When you are the vibration of your desire, when you have become that desire, when you have become the vibration of that which you desire, and you're in a state of allowing, all the cooperative components are gathered, and they are a vibrational match to the desire that you hold. I have complete control over my own thoughts. That's the only thing you have control over. It's the way you feel and the thoughts that you think. You can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain what you feel negative. You explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control of your own emotions and you think an improved thought because it feels better to do so, then you can turn it around. You have no real control over what anyone else does or how they use their vibration or their actions. All that matters is your thoughts and how you feel, how you control your vibrations, your emotions, your point of attraction, your vibrational transmission, therefore your vibrational manifestation. I'm going to move into the last part of the reading. That's the money and the law of attraction. Money and the law of attraction. I can give my attention to the positive aspects. Always give your attention to the positive aspects of any subject. Every subject is two subjects, wanted and unwanted. You want to get the habit of anytime you activate any subject, immediately look towards the wanted end of that subject. Activate that vibration. Things are coming into your experience in response to the vibration. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts that you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kind of thoughts that you are thinking. Find good feeling thoughts, and good feeling manifestations must come. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you give your attention to, and otherwise look only for good feeling things to give your attention to, and your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects. Kind of what I said all wrapped up. My every story is attracting its vibrational match. Every story you tell, even the story you tell about yourself, every thought that you think is vibrating at a very personal vibrational frequency. And by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is alike unto itself is drawn. That thought is now attracting another thought. Now the thought that you're thinking right now is attracting another thought. You're attracting another thought right now. Right now you're transmitting. And those combined thoughts are vibrating at a frequency that is higher than the thought that came before it. And they will now, by the law of attraction, attract another thought and another. Those thoughts will be powerfully enough to attract a real-life situation, a manifestation. That's how quick it happens. It's your final card. Achieving success is my natural birthright. That's right. All of us, every single person's natural birthright is to feel success and abundance and joy and peace and love and connection. You are meant to succeed, and failure should feel bad to you. Life is supposed to go well for you, and when it does, there is something wrong. But what is wrong is not something that is outside of you. It might be something that you have no control over. What is wrong is within you. That's something you do have control over. And taking control is not difficult to do once you understand the basis of who you are. The basics of the law of attraction and value of your personal emotional guidance system. It's always how you feel. You are meant to succeed. Failure should